This morning we are at the windy and cloudy Juno beach. This is the Canadian sector, and unlike the last few days where it was quite sunny, today it's rainy and just have a little bit of sun. But yeah, the weather isn't too good right now. I hope it will clear up later on this day because we still have a lot to see. But yeah, I have come to this location because I wanted to show you a really famous building, which is this house at Bernières-sur-Mer, which is in the Canadian sector. And of course on the balcony you can see the Canadian flag, or what is nowadays the Canadian flag, because back in the days they had another flag. And you may recognize it from this photo, where some Canadians are standing in front of the door, and there's a little poem with it, and it says, "I am the big house overlooking the beach of Bernières. In the vegetable I watched the horizon, and on the one June morning, June 6, 1944, from the sea a page of my history was written." It is considered to be the first liberated building in Normandy, but there is also another building, which is the cafe at the Pegasus Bridge. Café Gondry was also called the first liberated building in Normandy. And in my opinion, I think Café Gondry was the first one, because of course that glider troops from the British Airborne landed during the night, and they were fighting over the bridge, and then after that they captured the Café Gondry, made it into an aid station, and then they had to wait till morning when the Canadians landed ashore here on Juno beach, and then they were able to liberate this building. So here is another sign that says something. Let's see if it's in English. This house was liberated at the first light of June 6 on D-Day 1944 by the men of the Queen's Own Rifles of Canada, who were the first Canadians to land on this beach. It may very well have been the first house on French soil liberated by seaborne Allied forces, so there would probably be a difference. Within sight of this house, over 100 men of the Queen's Own Rifles were killed and or wounded in the first few minutes of the landings. I don't know if there were any German machine guns stationed in that house, but it wouldn't surprise me actually. And there's also another thing I wanted to show you, because there are some photos which show these concrete walls, and nowadays due to the wind the sand has been blown up here, but you have to imagine that this wall was a few meters lower, so nowadays it's only like 40 or 50 centimeters high. I've moved up a little further along the coastline, and I came across this little bunker here, and this would be probably a Buck 40 bunker right over there. Somewhere there is a Tobruk, and you can see that this cannon would have been firing in that direction, but on this side it's all closed up, so ships couldn't fire from that direction to this cannon, only from that direction, hence the word crossfire. And right over here you can still see some ammunition pits, and there's actually still some metal visible from where the cannon probably would have been attached. So I'm going to find a museum to learn a little bit more about the Canadian sector. Driving on this road in the middle of nowhere. monument dedicated to the Canadian forces. Here. And there's some nice little trees here. All around here there's just nothing basically. Some farms in the distance, but all in all it's just fields, plains. So it's really peaceful here, just a bit windy. Right here it says, to the soldiers of the 28th Canadian Armoured Regiment, British Columbia Regiment, CAC, and the Algonquin, excuse me if I pronounce that wrong, regiment, who on the 9th of August 1944 in the surrounding area of Hill 140 gave their lives of freedom. For freedom, excuse me. Greater love had no man. And some flowers here. And right here it says, Worthington Force, on the night of August 1944, in Phase 2 of Operation Totalize, Worthington Force 28th Armoured Regiment, the British Columbia Regiment of the Algonquin Regiment, as part of the 4th Canadian Armored Division, was tasked with securing the high ground overlooking Falaise. On and around Hill 140, Worthington Force fought a desperate and stubborn engagement against the most determined enemy. Their courage and sacrifice remains unsurpassed of the annals of the Canadian Army. So, I've never seen this one before, but I think the places where you just come by in an instant are often the places which surprise you the most.